top 8 yet. And that is what we are here to bring you, is the top 8 action of this Glitch Infinite grind.
Yeah, well, and this is what's so cool about Glitch, is that they have the grind pre-tournament every single time. And a lot of people, for whatever reason, they don't like doubles, they don't like squad strike, right? They just don't want to watch those, and that's your prerogative. That's fine if you don't enjoy them. And if you aren't one of those people that enjoys it, you get to watch singles all weekend because the grind comes out and it gives people a serious bracket to play in. And two people who are happy to have that bracket because they've had some pretty nice runs tonight. We've got DDog up against Mastro. Mastro winning the Ditto over Beast earlier. It's a pretty big win, and DDog getting a big win of his own in a Ditto against Jake.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting. They both come to collide each other here. But, it's interesting. Probably not the way the bracket would have perceived that to go forward, but, here we are to go forward. And this is just a little information about the top 8 going forward. Best of 5 starts with top 6, so the losers' 7th matches will be best of 3, and then best of 5 throughout the rest of the night, starting with winner side here with DDog and Mastro.
Yeah, and these two have earned that right to play in that best of 5 scenario because they've had those big wins. I have failed to mention that Mastro beat Zomba earlier, and then Zomba decided to go home, prepare for the tournament tomorrow. And I love already the ideas that I'm seeing from Mastro using that up B to hit the TNT away, but mind it as it continues to be a thing on the stage.
You always got to worry about it, and that up smash going to catch the jump from ledge there as well. Something I found really interesting. I just thought about this. DDog and Zomba, training partners.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So this is maybe a little bit of revenge here for DDog for the homie.
Zomba said, well, I'm going home tonight, but please beat this guy. Yeah. DDog's like, all right, bet. I'm off to a good start. He's already got so much resource in his pocket, too, right? You see the gold, you see the diamond. They're ready, just begging to be used. But he's going to wait until that second stock so that he can get maximum usage out of them.
Going to be a back throw here for the stage and for the kill. We might see the invincibility be used to pull the diamond online here, as many Steves do. And there we are.
And I love the idea there by Mastro, putting on that pressure of saying, I'm going to try to push you away, don't let you crap those diamonds, right? But you do have to commit all the way to that, or else you're just giving Steve a free chance to hit you. Yeah.
Playing the distance game here, too, finally kind of break in. It seems like get my resources, get in with the cart, and then if we can get that mix-up off of cart, if you're jumping, if you're shielding, or if you're going to get hit by it in the first place. That's where we kind of build our combos from. And Cart going to come in once again. Hey, it works. It works.
Hey, you want to talk about building. How about you build the tools to success? You have it right there. Just slide on in. And again, with as much gold as DDog has access to, Mastro's going to have to deal with the power and the cross-ups that come at that range where Steve normally is not so threatening. But I like the idea of the bullet seed right there. As DDog backs up, you do have that pull-in hitbox to launch him up.
Yeah. And often you can, double forward air here, chasing off stage super deep, switching to Charizard here.
And this should be death for sure.
Punishable for sure. Losing pickaxe there, which is actually really bad, but forward smash going to work out in the end to take the stock. A pretty solid one.
Yeah, I mean, that was great game sense by DDog in that last stock, saying, all right, I know that in this kind of, pseudo-panic situation, as you try to get off the ledge, you're just going to stick with that first tempo. You're not going to try to mix up that timing because you don't want to let them build that momentum, right? Set up, especially a Steve, right?
Yeah.
Set up all those crazy ledge traps. So DDog playing that really well in that game one. And Mastro had a couple of ideas ready for the Steve, but nothing that led to kills. He had ideas for neutral. Now we need to see those confirms come out and actually take those stocks earlier than we saw.
PS2 once again going to be the venue for this match here. Forward air not going to be the approaching option here. DDog getting big mileage coast to coast off this one. Down tilt not going to pick up. That down tilt's going to be really, really good against tether recoveries.
Yeah, the lingering hitbox obviously stopping you from just reeling it at any time. Have to be on your P's and Q's when you're in disadvantage like that against Steve, just in general. But yeah, especially as a tether character. And right now, that big Ivysaur hurtbox is really doing some damage to Mastro. But now here is the comeback trail.
Yeah, hurtboxes turn into hitboxes. This has turned really, really well for Mastro. I mean, the start was really tough, but reeling it back in here.
Maybe overselling for that edge guard, though, is DDog getting back on stage. And again, I think that we see a little bit of a timid gameplay from Mastro, right? Where, yeah, it is good to be mindful of Steve, but look at what he does when he has the gold, the diamond, the iron, all of it at his disposal when you're on a stage like PS2.
Yeah, and as you see right there in that corner situation, being forced to jump here, Charizard having 2 jumps, it's nice, but you're still going to get caught, and that's how we lost stocks in the early game to up smash, and we lose the stocks to card all day as well.
We've seen, I mean, honestly, most of DDog's big hits coming off of that cart, and I mean, Steve with burst range is scary. That's why you have to stop him from getting up all that gold, and even with the stone tools right now, look at that, 33
That's actually
real
a whiff grab. That's actually a whiff grab, and you might die. Oh, not going to be able to find the grab for the conversion. Up smash. Going to catch the leg on that one there, too.
And good stuff there from Mastro. I mean, you know, finding, again, scramble situations, very important to be on it against Steve, right? You can't hesitate when you're up close to him, scrambling like that. And there we see once again that cart. DDog is getting a lot of work put in from it, and there's that diamond forward smash as well.
Gonna find it there. Switching into Squirtle to start here. Not gonna want this Charizard to start. Oh, what the hell are we doing here? He got put in a knockdown situation off of getting thrown off the block.
We're looking for the Hyrule Temple combos in the tent, except you build your own tent. But right now, DDog really in the driver's seat. One more solid hit away from closing it out on DDog, and you can tell that this is just what it takes. He is playing with fervor.
And those are the setups you were talking about earlier in like kind of the pseudo scramble situations that you just can't give him the time to set up the traps. That has been like, that's been there all day. The cart mix-up is being created where like we initially start with cart running into him as we see there, but hopping out of the cart, being able to act after that hit comes in, it's so big for DDog here.
And he's still got more gold available. Doesn't even need it. Yeah, just toss him up. It's not Melee Pokemon Stadium, right? You're going to die off of that ceiling.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
It's honest work. That's what you would call Steve? You would call him an honest character?
That situation, up throw kills, that's honest.
Yeah, sure.
You got grabbed.
You could say the same about Charizard. Yeah, you know, he can kill with that up throw too, but man, I think, again, the biggest story of this matchup is definitely just that minecart, right? I think a lot of times, the particular places where DDog is getting a lot of use out of that powered rail minecart is he's catching Mastro either like dashing back or jumping or doing some kind of committal movement that leaves him open to that minecart, which just covers so much ground so quickly. And we'll finally see a stage change. We're on to Town and City, which, given how impactful that minecart has been, might be really, really good for DDog, but obviously we've seen very powerful Charizard play from Mastro too, so this could work out for him as well. Yeah,
Blaston's always something to worry about in Town and City. I've been thinking about how the characters of Pokemon Trainer might interact. You were talking about getting caught in the dash away, and the Charizard is kind of the one always getting caught by that with a big body. Squirtle, although might die earlier, can definitely weave in and out of those situations a lot easier, and you're seeing it come to great avail to start this third game.
I mean, and again, having the speed available too. If you're relying more on Squirtle and Zard, who are pretty quick, as opposed to Ivysaur, who, oh my gosh, this man fancies himself a let's make big moves winner.
Finds his way from under the stage there. I mean, Charizard can make it back. It might be big body, but he can still move, quite nimble.
He's got the speed, and sometimes that's all that matters against Steve. But you also can't let him just go to town with those hitboxes, and that's great recognition that that high minecart is able to be punished, and that big body of Charizard on Town and City, it's a perfect combo for Mastro.
Tried to jump the cart there, but you saw DDog react to the jump out in forward air. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then no way to snap that ledge from that height. So Mastro will be able to fire right back with that Ivysaur. Great confirm out of the Razor Leaf. And, you know, again, another part of the counter pick, something that you never have to think about in any other matchup. But Steve's resources not quite as threatening on Town and City. And you can already see Mastro, when he is not feeling so threatened by all that iron, all that gold, it's big damage time for him.
Yeah, something seldom thought about. A place like Town and City, a place like Smashville, you're getting wood for most of your materials as back throw kills there, but you're going to Kalos League, you're going to other stages like Battlefield, you're getting a lot more stone.
And he's looking like Kanye West right now. Somebody let him into his zone. That was a 0 to death from Mastro, and he is still working with that one stock lead, although if we know a character that can make up that ground, Steve is certainly one of them. I might define him as the one to do that.
Give me that jump here too. Mastro finally taking control of the corner situation, putting on big damage when we have a certain set amount of options we can select.
And I think not having that PS2 platform to escape to is really big for him. Again, considering how much that minecart was used, that was something that DDog was able to take a big advantage of. I love the idea.
Yeah. Really wanted to catch a landing there too, but DDog staying smart. Up tilt here, trying to catch a grounded option. No! Hey, full hop flare blitz. You got to pray sometimes.
He said
you got to try it.
He said, you were doing that with a minecart to me. I'll try and do it too. And I've also got a busted back air. What your character can do, Charizard may also match.
It's going to be tough. You're going to have to win 2 on DDog's counter pick going into these games 4 and potentially 5. Yeah.
Reverse 3-0s are always so hard because of that, you know, stage counter pick thing, especially in this game where those counter picks can matter a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's why winning that game 1 is so important, because if your opponent gets to go into game 5 with their counter pick, you're up against a wall from the get in a clutch moment.
Absolutely. We'll finally get to see what DDog chose as the stage here. Going to what I think that is Smashville should become taxiing out in the middle here. Thank you very much, platform.
And that will stay parked there.
Okay, we're here.
Okay, yeah, DDog still living. That would be a tough way to, think. Starting off your Game 4, already thinking about Game 5. Good thing that he made that back and, show off what exactly is so good about Steve on Smashville. And that is, it's very hard to land on him here.
Having a tough time landing on the stage in general here, too. Mastro, again, taking control of the stage. Fine with 8 through cart there on startup. That was awesome. No nair drag downs.
Dude, I love that Mastro is so willing to go deep off stage against Steve, especially with no iron, no gold to speak of, and that is exactly why he was able to pressure that platform so well. Steve might be able to pressure that platform, but Ivysaur is like the original Smashville killer.
Oh, give me that. Got caught for getting some resources. This grab's going to lead into a lot here. Trying to get a little read there with that Vine.
Yo!
Oh my God. We had a different animal on sticks here, games 3 and 4.
Mastro woke up to this matchup, and maybe the change of scenery is all he needed, or maybe he's made some really key changes. And I think the biggest one is recognizing that as long as you stay on the offensive against Steve, when he gets in disadvantage, he can really struggle. You got me there.
Right.
Oh, you can't see the... Okay, there is no pressure plate. That's why you can't see it. I was like, oh, it blends in with the stage. No, it's just actually not even there.
Didn't even put one. Oh, I love contesting with cart now. The preemptive aerials working out really well.
And look at this. Now DDog is using that minecart not to punish Mastro, but to just get in and make space.
Yeah.
This time does work out, does get that first stock, but still playing from a heck of a deficit.
Fourth here, will we see a switch off? No, going to keep it off at the lower percents. Probably not going to find a kill with most reasonable aerials from any of the PT characters.
A lot of PT's aerials are not reasonable, though.
Oh my gosh, that nair broke through. Little squirrel getting work done.
He says, allow me to show you how it's done. Me, the small turtle. You're not experienced with turtles that fight in your world. They like to sit on that beach and do nothing. Yeah, now DDog, I mean, with Diamond in hand, and if you can potentially get a little bit more iron on the field too, this is a Steve's game to win when you have that comeback factor. Great switch, but this time DDog is ready because we've seen that a couple times.
Opting for the repairing of the tools there too. DDog realizing no stocks left. I'm not going to be able to get this one on a fresh one.
Oh. Yeah, watch that back air has a little fire to it. You will detonate the dynamite.
Oh, the mix-up, the up smash was such a good... I mean, I die there every time.
Yeah. I mean, we all did. Because the up smash was such a good idea, and then in comes the big rock, the anvil. And all of a sudden on the Squirtle, he better switch out of there quickly.
Goodness.
Might be DDog set to win.
Oh, coming back for the stage 2, trying to catch an early option.
Oh my gosh, wanted the roll 2.
Oh, no way.
Mastro was looking for the back when Tweak played PT, that was his special.
That fall through platform for sure. Get up attack actually going to armor right through that.
I think that was actually the head hitting the pressure plate too. While that invincibility was still active. Really big break for Mastro.
Yeah, DDog, absolute mountain of a comeback has been almost summited here. Oh!
That fall through was so clean. I need to talk about why that was so good, because that was not only perfectly placed by Mastro, that was very technical. Because what he does right here is something that a lot of people don't consider doing on platforms. But if you turn around, if you walk on the platform for just even a frame, you can then drop through immediately and then throw out an aerial. But you have to turn around and do that walk first, and that's exactly what he did. It's so hard to get off of platforms as quickly as you want to here.
Absolutely.
But the smooth landing, and as you try to swing at him, he just gets that up air out.
I mean, look at that.
Actually, he just walked forward. He didn't even turn around to do it, and that's what's so beautiful about that. Great stuff from Mastro right there. Really precise stuff to take us to a Game 5, despite a mounting comeback from DDog.
Yeah, I mean, and how do you think about that game when you're up to like 3 stocks to 1, when you're thinking, I'm taking this one to a Game 5? This is putting a lot more pressure on you might have had otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the verge of, seeing that reverse 3-0 happen in front of your very eyes for both players, right? That can seriously impact your mentality, but right now they're just having some fun in the sun.
Yeah, the tech on the block from Mastro here, too. We came to play. Everything is getting brought up in Game 5.
He clearly has Steve knowledge.
Oh, roll that. Yeah, that's a roll every single day of the
every
week.
time. Yeah, I did that too. I did that too. Mastro hit me with that as well. So I can't blame DDog for that.
I'm down with how Mastro's playing the range game here finally. It's just it feels like I've been getting caught for the reach. Oh, I hate it. When the overlay covers the bubble a little bit, you never know.
No, it adds to the suspense. it feels
really
like
does.
I'm back in Smash 4.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, big
no.
damage. Again, Mastro's DI, his defenses against Steve have been really, really good. And
Up smash.
again,
oh
up
my
smash.
God, come on, work, please. I paid for the game.
The last 3 times we've seen up smash, it just hasn't worked right.
No.
Oh, hits his stock.
Oh my goodness! If you freeze frame right there, you couldn't tell what was going to happen.
No, if you ask me like Jeopardy
multiple
or,
choice question,
whatever, who wants to be a millionaire? Who wins this interaction? I would just
phone a friend.
Yeah, I would have to, and I would have to call DDog. Maybe even he wouldn't know. But man, it's last stock for Mastro right here, fighting to stay in winners after already a couple of really, really big wins tonight. Again, beating Zomba, beating Beast, and now perhaps able to take this set from DDog, but it will have to be a 2-stock comeback.
Oh, within the grab here, too. That's got a lot of damage for DDog in the pass. Oh, got through it. Yeah, you see the blocks getting set up there to try to block any other options.
Oh, that'll especially cover if you try to go for the Charizard.
Yeah.
You go a little low, right, then you'll just get blocked up. But, man, DDog is blocking everybody right now that thinks they have a chance.
It's just like so many options are forced by those 2 blocks just sitting right there. TNT, you have to jump over it, and then that other block doesn't let you land right behind it. You got to go to the platform almost. And that platform is a death trap, I have to tell you, my friend. And that will be the way that we see DDog take this one after what was, a crazy Game 5 set. If you see Game 2, Game 4, like you're like, it's going neither of these players' way, and it comes out in the end.
Yeah, and DDog, I mean, having a pretty, I wouldn't say a dominant showing in Game 5, but it was very solidly in his favor.
Yeah.
It never felt like he was in danger of losing that game, and it's not that Mastro did anything particularly wrong compared to the games that he was winning, but DDog wasn't dropping big combos. We saw spikes from forward airs,
Yeah, and you can see it every single time. Most of these clips are going to come up, and they involve minecart in some